committed to you. Fox Carolina, the 6 o'clock news starts now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Shale Remien. Thanks for being with us here at 6 o'clock. We have some breaking news to get to at this hour. It's coming out of Spartanburg, where a suspect accidentally fired a weapon at his own family. It happened along West Main, surrounding the QT there. We know the suspect sideswiped a car by mistake, but then he tried to get away by driving through the QT parking lot. Well, that's when a woman followed the car to get the tag, and the suspect pulled out a gun. In doing so, he ended up shooting 2 juveniles inside of his own car. They were both transported to the hospital, and we're staying in touch with law enforcement. And the Hart County Commissioner and his son were both arrested last night. Sheriff Mike Cleveland tells us Ricky Carter and his son Jake were taken into custody just after 10:30 for a family dispute. The sheriff tells us the two went over to an uncle's house, and he says Jake hit the 61-year-old uncle multiple times. His injuries are very serious. Jake Carter is charged with aggravated battery and cruelty to children. Meantime, the commissioner is facing a felony charge of terrorist threats and pointing a gun. It appears that Ricky Carter was in court today, but we are waiting on the outcome of that court appearance. Well, an Inman church is extending a helping hand to Ukraine. The Tabernacle of Salvation Slavic Church shipped off its first container of goods to Ukraine. The church started collecting last month, and so many people have rallied around this project. But their work isn't done. Now they're gearing up to ship off a second container. Good for them. And a horrific story out of Arkansas, where more than 28 people are gunned down and at least one dead at this hour. Now, we know that gunshots erupted at a car show Saturday night in Dumas. We know that law enforcement has one suspect in custody, but they continue their search for others who may have fired into that crowd. As you can see, a very chaotic scene near very busy areas, even some businesses right there. Children are among the victims. And it is, I believe, the first day of spring, and I think that the weather definitely lived up to that, Brian.
Definitely did, Shell. We got plenty of sunshine, of course, first and foremost, and pleasant temperatures this afternoon. And, of course, those are carrying on into this evening as well. A lot of us still in the mid-upper 60s around the upstate, 66 Spartanburg, some low 70s from Greenville to Anderson, Lawrence, Hartwell, Toccoa. A lot of folks getting in on those low 70s tonight, and we also have some 50s for you. Pleasant 50s, by the way, in places like Brevard and Asheville, currently sitting at 58 degrees. Fox Radar 3D, it's all quiet, barely even any clouds to be seen. If there are any, they've been slightly, and I really emphasize slightly, more numerous in parts of the mountains this afternoon. But big bubble of high pressure now parked over the entire southeastern United States, keeping us high and dry today for our first day of spring, and actually tomorrow and our Tuesday looking to be pretty similar. Futurecast will show us that right here. Go to the 7 o'clock hour this evening, continuing those clear skies, and that's exactly how it's going to stay for the rest of the night. Midnight hour, straight on into tomorrow morning. Good start to our Monday. I know getting back into the routine, not always easy, but at least the weather is going to make our morning drive that much easier for us. Plenty of sunshine into our noon hour, 4 o'clock as well. Maybe a few high clouds in parts of the mountains as we head into our Monday afternoon and Monday evening. We'll go more to a partly cloudy sky at times into our Tuesday, but looking even further down the line, looks like our next bit of rain and likely some thunderstorms is going to start to come in early Wednesday, making for a soggy morning commute there for sure, and likely carrying on into the afternoon. And there is the possibility already, looking pretty far out in advance here, that some of those storms could be on the strong to potentially severe side. So make sure you keep it tuned to us over the next few days, and we'll, of course, keep you posted. For tonight, though, nothing to worry about. A little bit chilly, 39. Your overnight low temp in the upstate under clear skies. Mountain forecast, 34 for your overnight low. Clear and a bit on the colder side there, to say the least. 7-day forecast, aside from that lone chance for some showers and storms on Wednesday in the mountains, absolutely beautiful. Temps mostly in the 60s for the work week, then some cooler 50s, but still a good amount of sunshine for next weekend. As far as the upstate is concerned, very spring-like for the next few days. Low 70s Monday through Wednesday when those storms arrive, then only back to the 60s with a nice stretch of partly cloudy skies from Thursday through Sunday. Shale?
Amazing out there. Thank you. Well, the excitement remains around Greenville this weekend because of the NCAA tournament. The chance to watch Auburn versus Miami and Duke versus Michigan State is pulling thousands of people to the upstate, specifically the Well. Of course, we'll have much more fanfare coming up at 10 o'clock tonight. And we have our crew down in Columbia as well to cover the Lady Gamecocks. Yes, they're now heading to the Sweet 16. They're up against the Miami Hurricanes, but the final score was 68-66. We have Fox Carolina's Zach Perletsky out and about outside of Colonial Life Arena. Of course, we'll also have more on that as well. But to stay in touch with us until then, if you want to view any of the pictures that Zach is seeing in and out of that arena, you can do so. Just scan that QR code. We also have live streams going inside of there leading up to the 10 o'clock news. We'll see you then.